My name is Justin, and welcome to My Crush, My Bully. Now, can I ask you guys, in the Yuri community, why is there so much relationships where they're like either polar opposites or they just seem to kind of bully one another like a little bit? Hopefully, this game will give me some better understanding as to why that is. Because apparently, I'm getting the vibe that some girls like that. And I don't think that's true. I don't think anybody wants to be bullied. I don't think anyone wants for the other one to just not admit their feelings straight up. But we're going to play this game and find out what it has to say about it. Wallet? Check. Phone? Check. Head? Screwed on tight. Clothes? Not on backwards. Okay. The bus ride has been short and quiet. I picked a route that I knew none of my classmates had traveled. Most of them preferred to do the shopping at the mall in the opposite direction. Coming to a different part of town entirely was definitely a point in my favor. It was a lovely day, great weather, perfect for the average normal person to definitely be not rosing around in a bookstore. Surely I'm 100% in the clear. Okay, let's do this. I'm glad to have such a cheery girl. This is what I need. My cheery little chant attracts no attention. It's all in my head, after all, I think. No, it's all in my head. I'm a shy person. I never say things out loud. My name is May. I'm a pretty average student you'd find anywhere. Well, I'd like to think I'm slightly cuter in a diamond in the rough way, with a bit of a delicate, mysterious charm hidden beneath my average looks. Not enough to make me annoying, of course. I'm currently on my way to a bookstore that services a neighboring district. Normally I go to the big store at the mall, but in this case, I'm after something a little bit sensitive. Today is the day after the latest installment of Knight Maiden and Princess launches, and the beloved fantasy series that is blowing up the bestsellers list and has a fancy TV series in the work. The series I got really into for a ship. A Yuri ship. Yuri between two girls, a ship so strong I drew fan art, wrote fics, and talked about it online for years. I was invested, obsessed even. In fact, the reason I fell off reading was because it didn't seem like it was going to become reality. I lost interest in the franchise and went dormant, feeling heartbroken from the oldest pain in the Yuri Nerd's book. But then one day, I got a message online from a friend. They said that according to their sources, my ship was going to become real in the newest volume. To say I freaked out would be an understatement. I immediately traveled out to this bookstore and bought all the volumes I'd let build up and binge read them all. Then I switched every social media account I had to filter spoilers and awaited the day of the release. Yes, I was prepared. Today was the day my Yuri ship hit, and I needed it more than anyone else, because I'm gay, obviously. Okay, that's a bit much, but I'm really into it. It'd mean a lot to me, especially since there's this girl that... Well, that was an interesting sound. Well, never mind that for now. I picked myself up from my sudden pratfall and quickened my pace. The store was ahead. The book was in stock. All I needed to do was pick it up and get out. I imagined myself adding some corny, I didn't realize it, but today was going to be the longest day of my life line and chuckle. This shouldn't take long. Gosh, that looks like the chick from, what is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. This chick up here in the top left. She looks like from that one show, and then she has the blonde sister, and it's a little risque, to say the least. The bookstore is crowded on such a normal, happy, sunny day. Why are all these people buying books? Are they not aware of phones? Oh, geez, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to... I squeezed my way through the crowd, careful not to appear memorable enough that my face could get plastered across social media for buying a book dweeb. Or for being a book dweeb. Though, honestly, there's not much book dweeb. There's plenty of book dweebs here already. Is this some kind of event? I mean, it is the launch of a book, I guess. A crowd of mothers pushes past me all of a sudden. I follow them in their gaggle of kids and see a big gathering near the front of the store. I recognize that the face on a cardboard standee. That explains it. It's a TV personality doing a book release. Well, at least I won't run into anyone my age. All these ladies in their 30s. Nice, this should keep the hip teens clear of my stealthy book run. Okay, hang on. I definitely did not say that out loud. Nobody would say that out loud. Not even if they were the name of a goofy superpower from a Japanese manga aimed at 5-year-olds. Yeah, I know I didn't say it out loud. Wait, did I just say that out loud? Can I help you? Gah! Holy biscuits, Batman. But to be expected, since I am currently talking to myself in a bookstore. That is true. You are currently talking to yourself in this bookstore right now. It's a little weird, actually. But then again, I'm talking to myself, talking to you guys, so... I'm not talking to myself. Yes, you're right. We are not talking to ourselves, May. Ma'am? Sorry. Yes, I'm here for, a book. I would hope so. You are in a bookstore right now. What else would you be buying? Unless you're at Barnes & Noble. They carry so much different stuff. It's like you can literally go there just to get coffee, or you can literally just go there to buy toys, or like Funko Pops. I see. Excellent. Now they know what a book is. We've taken the first step. Now take it to the next level. Knight, Maiden and the Princess. New volume. Website. You had stock. Yes? Yeah, small shipment. It's an import. I'll just go out and get it. Are you a fan? Lapsed? Recovering? Frayed? Wow, I'm shocked we're so vocal today. I love how she talks to herself like this. You call this vocal? I'm gonna go fetch the book now. Give me a moment. Yeah, that's what I would say too. I would be like, okay, I'm getting out. Sure, may the force be with you. The clerk disappears behind the counter, or the back door behind the counter. I don't know how much detail I'm supposed to give to the act of fetching stock. I'm not good at speaking either, as you've noticed. Isn't that kind of funny? The people that like read books and stuff can be like very not talkative. You'd think they would be the ones that would know the most words and be able to keep a conversation, but no, they're not. In school, I've always been a bit of a loner. Well, a lot of a loner. Forget average student, try unresponsive goofball who sits at the back of the class with her head buried in her phone. I had a friend group, well, sort of. It was 2 girls and a guy who also didn't talk much. We tolerated each other during group projects, physical education, and so on. They didn't know my real hobbies or my real personality. Nobody did. I talked to myself. My brain was always a jumble of whirling thoughts, imaginative ideas, crazy fantasies. Maybe it's just because I grew up lonely. Still, letting anyone see the real me would be suicide, especially if it was her. Yeah, it kind of sucks that people have to be like that, especially, I don't know her age, but like in middle school and high school, people care way too much about stupid stuff. Like, and I'm saying like other people, and I'm saying sometimes you yourself can care too much about things that don't matter. Like, if you like My Little Pony, or if you like a certain kind of book, what does it matter? That's what makes you you, okay? You don't have to like what other people like. You can like what you enjoy. And I guarantee you that somebody out there probably likes the exact same thing as you, okay? Like, don't think you're the only one. You don't need to feel embarrassed about it, because you probably aren't the only one. Just because no one around you's doing it, or maybe only a few people, doesn't mean you are the only one. There's other people out there who will like anything you like, okay? There's somebody out there who likes everything. Alright, enough of my rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Here's your book. Cash or card? Cash, thanks. Sorry for earlier, I was just hot sun, brain fried. Oh, are you alright? We have a water cooler out back if you need a drink. No, it's fine. Thank you. I'll be okay. Super duper okay. Oh, frick, I'm skipping lines. Okay. Book acquired. Now let's get this baby home and banish all thoughts of her from our minds. That's a good idea. Yeah, definitely don't want to start fantasizing about her. That'd be a massive flag. Eager to chase the thoughts of Amber from my mind, I stuck my hand out blindly and pulled a random book from the shelf. The cover was cute and appealing, so I failed to notice the little red sticker in the corner as I flapped it open. Oh, that's a different kind of book. That literally looks like the chick from Pokemon, and probably so does that, too. What the? The spicy poses and provocative skin sent me into a flushed tizzy. Even worse, my prior thoughts on Ember crossed some wires, and I started to think about her wearing these outfits. Oh no, I'm not falling for this. I slammed the book shut and slid it back onto the shelf, carefully memorizing the title for a future purchase. Oh no, I'm embarrassed by it, but you know, I'm gonna come back and buy this later. Okay, I don't get the logic behind that, but sure. Well, thankfully my world doesn't run on anime cliches. Well, it kind of does, since you seem like you have a little bit of a cliched character here. Just thinking about a girl won't suddenly make her... I dug back from the shelves. Oh no, she's here. Ember, the biggest, scariest, most beautiful bully in the school. I summoned her with my awful, lovey-dovey thoughts. Heckers. I pulled the book close to my chest. I should have gotten a bag. Now they even have biodegradable ones here. Well, that's cool. I could have gone for it. Now I gotta squeeze this precious cargo into my outfit somehow so Ember doesn't see it. I kind of want to cry. She's the last person I want to be here. I mean, not the last person I wanted to see. She's really cute, especially with that death stare she's got going on. Oh, it gives me chills. Which is kind of the problem. I think I said this earlier, but I'm gay. I'm attracted to women. In some friend circles, in some places, that's fine. People accept you, but I've never met anyone else gay in my life, and I don't have any true friends besides anonymous internet ones. That's kind of weird. I mean, I feel like I've met a lot of people who are gay, and that's like, it's just whatever, you know? You're just like anybody else. Ember is the queen of the school, or rather the classroom, or rather her circle of friends in her classroom, maybe. Anyways, she's really popular and the boys like her, and she has this ambitious, terrifying aura. If she found out that I liked her, I'd have to transfer, or worse, it would destroy me. I'm already at the bottom of the ladder. One more weakness in front of a shark like her would toss me off. Yeah, that's a very common trope I'm noticing all these Yuri games. Like, they're so afraid to just say how they feel. Like, just say it. Like, what does that matter? If you already know they're gonna make fun of you, then what do you have to lose, okay? I mean, they might end up saying something different. They might end up, letting you down gently, or they might feel the same way. There's so many options. You'll never know until you say something. I just wanted today to work out. I'm constantly spinning my thoughts out of control in my head, and then reality twists them into some new way to disappoint me. I just want to go home and read my book. Even if I can't be happy, if I have to be lonely, at least I can read about people having a better life than me, right? That's a really sad sentence, but sure, you have a point. Huh? Wow! I jump, hitting my back against the wall. This book falls from my hands and lands in front of Ember, who picks it up. Oh no, oh no. Careful there, Clumsy, you dropped your copy of Knight, Maiden, and Princess? You just bought this, didn't you? Yes, I'm sorry. Wait, why are we apologizing? Why are you sorry? Here, take it. I hesitantly reach out and took the book. Alright, just gently tug it from her grasp like a normal human being. If you do that, you can leave. She's a normal person. She doesn't know it's Yuri. Just take it and go. Thanks, huh? Doesn't budge. Ember's hand is tightly around the book's spine. I get a sinking feeling as I look up. Her eyes are burning into me. I feel like she's seeing right through me as if I'm naked. It's overpowering and also kind of hot, but also mostly terrifying. She smiles. Oh no. How about you and I make a deal? Oh gosh, it literally looks like Nagatoro right here. Oh, this could possibly not get any worse. Hello, you in there, nerd? Oh, sorry, I was just distracted. Ember moves closer. The book connecting me to her feels 1,000 times heavier. Oh goodness gracious, oh my. She's pretty and scary. Ember's ruthless in school. Whenever the teachers aren't around, her group always muscles in on us loners. They laugh loudly and push us around. Ember even sits on my desk. It's so intimidating. I feel the pressure if she was sitting on me. Thank God I didn't say that out loud. Agreed. What, you agree? I didn't say it yet. I mean, I could agree, potentially. What is the deal? I somehow managed to add an exclamation mark to a question mark. Ember frowns but points to the book we're currently both holding. I want to read this too. Let me read it with you. Eh? That can't be right. It's a nerd book for losers like me. Listen, this series is popular and it's getting a live adaptation on Netflix. I need to read the newest installment. Wait, but you want to read it out of order? Why? For clout, duh. If I know what happens, I can pretend like I know stuff and people will think I'm cool and an expert and so on. I do it all the time to stay ahead of the curve. Gosh, does anybody actually do that? Like, have you ever met a person who just like reads things just to seem like they're knowledgeable about it, but not because they actually care? I don't think I've ever met somebody like that, but I've met a lot of know-it-alls and they pretend to know a lot about it, but I know they've not even tried to read it to pretend they know something. They just make an opinion of it without knowing anything. Let me know if you know someone like that. If I was more indignant and less of a coward, I'd be upset. Instead, I'm just amazed. I guess popular girls have their work cut out for them. Well, can't you get your own digital copy? It's not that expensive. No. I need you. Whoa. Careful. She's a ruthless, evil queen, May. Don't cave in until we know for sure you'll get something good out of it. Oh, I'm such a pushover. Why do you need me? Because I don't know the context of all of it. You gotta tell me who's who and what's what. I can't rely on anyone else but you know? But why me? Because... Ember leans in. She smiles. I can't look away. Because you're a dork who won't tell anyone. Well, that's mean. Wow, she's got our number. Practically got our entire phone book. Phone book? Use your contact page, doofus. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is a momentous decision. Ember has haunted me like a beautiful shadow for my entire teen life. She's a bully who delights in teasing, prodding, and getting under your skin. She always looked at me like a hawk looks at a mouse. But this was all at school. School is a lion's den, a shark tank, a monster house. I only knew Ember at school, where she battles for supremacy over the other pretty girls, not outside of it. Maybe there's a chance she could be different? Maybe? I think you're about to be disappointed, but we'll find out. The idea of a different side of Ember tempts me. This could be a huge mistake, but I have to see. I'm going to hate myself in the morning, but okay, I'll help. We can read it together, if you're okay with that. Great, let's go then, dork. She's totally just using you. Just put one foot in front of the other. I've seen you shuffle around during phys ed. I know you can walk, nerd. Ember pulls the book from my hands, then takes my wrist. I jump from the warmth of her firm grip on my skin. This is crazy. I just started and it's crazy. Before I know it, we're both outside. The street's still bustling and nobody pays any notice to us. Ember stops and turns to me once we find a spot to stand. Okay, dweeb, what is this book series about anyways? She takes a step towards me. I recoil. She's radiating bully energy. How am I going to handle this? It's, complicated. Nerd stuff. There's like 10 volumes. You'd be better off getting a summary off, Winky. I don't want a summary. I want you to tell me. I know you've got it all memorized in your brain. You practically smell like a comic book store. She tugs at my hand. It's warm. I'm praying to the God she never lets go, but also simultaneously praying to the diametric opposite of God, that she lets go. I think that's probably Santa Claus or the Mothman, but I'm not big on the theology. Okay, well, Knight, Maiden, and Princess is a fantasy series, you know, like the movies about that ring. Go on, I'm not that clueless. Well, there's this kingdom called Golden Dawn, and it's defended by the Night Maidens, who are like, Knights are also maidens. Yes, and the main character, Angelica, is the newest Night Maiden, or at least she was until book 4 when they introduced the rookie Naomi. What do these Night Maidens do? Is it just me, or is she getting even more intense? Every word Ember utters feels like a command. I can feel my skin get goosebumps. Ah, this feeling of submission. It isn't bad. No, I mean, yes, wait, they defend the kingdom from dragons and skeleton warriors? These guys were scary. Their leader in book 3 was a fan favorite. You should probably write that down. Noted. She didn't note it. She's messing with us. Who is this other person? Is she talking to me? Like, she acts like she's talking, like her brain is a separate entity than her. I'm so confused. What? Anyways, so the Night Maidens also need to gather the princesses, who have magical powers over the elements. The main princess is the ruler of Golden Dawn, the Princess of Light, and Angelica develops a rivalry with Violet, the Princess of Darkness, and... Wait, this is the ship we like. We can't just blab about our fave ship, we need to be careful there. I mean, they develop a combative relationship? Like, they fight and they disagree, and Angelica's aggressive in trying to recruit Violet, but Violet is an antagonist, so they, You a big fan, huh? What makes you say that? How the heckers did she know? They're like the only characters you've actually gone into talking about relationship-wise, I mean. Are they a couple? Huh? Angelica and Violet, do they get together? I'm going to die. Well, I mean, you like a gay couple, yes. I swing my arm backwards in surprise. My elbow hits a flagpole and I wince. It's been a while since I hurt my arm at school after accidentally tripping over near the stairs. It was pretty scary. I see something change in Ember's expression. Her eyes flicker down at my body as I rub my arm, or maybe I'm imagining it. Still, what? My back's against the wall here. Who cares about my stupid arm? Okay, May, control yourself. This is the biggest red flag you gotta navigate. You can't give away anything here, or else it's a social death. Wait, you're already socially dead. Well, worse than that. Good luck. Go, detached fake answer. Well, it's possible, but they aren't together so far. So while some people may ship them, I've not seen any, canonical evidence to suggest that such a relationship is possible. I just platonically enjoy the series as a whole, you know? Yeah, you managed to totally, say the opposite of how you feel. Excellent job, May. You successfully navigated those waters like a pro boat steerifer. She'll never suspect a thing, which is admittedly kind of sad in a way. I wish I lived out in a perfect world where I could actually express my feelings normally. Actually, this really sucks. This girl definitely hates me and is using me, but I still have romantic feelings for her, even if she's a nasty bully. I bet if I was brave enough and safe enough to voice them, she'd be so shocked. What sort of face would she make? Would she be disgusted? No, she'd probably just make fun of you. And be like, you like me? Well, whatever. Part of me wants to know what it would look like in a perfect world if I could actually say what I was feeling, but I guess that dream isn't going to come true. I mean, you could make it come true. Just go for it. She did buy it, right? I didn't slip up, did I? What's wrong? Nothing. Don't worry. Come on, let's go. What, where? I jolt as she takes my hand again. I'm not sure about all this bodily contact. This time, though, she's a lot more gentle. Maybe she noticed my arm was hurting after all. Kind of wild, that makes me feel happy, though. Let's walk. I don't want to get seen by anyone I know. Huh? She drags me away from the more crowded street and into a side alley. We duck into a doorway near a closed shop. She gives her phone a quick glance and turns back to me with those beaming eyes. Here comes the jitters. Okay, look, I was kind of dancing around it, but I'm actually a fan of the series. Huh? I started reading it when it began. I like reading. It's a good hobby. I have the entire series as ebooks. But, huh? But you're a popular girl. Yes. And you're pretty. Yes. And you bully all the nerds. No, I just bully you. I don't even look at the other nerds in class. That doesn't make it better. My brain is swimming. What the heck is going on? What the heck? What? How are you? How do you? You're nerd? Don't lump me in with you. I'm smart enough to not wear my hobbies on my sleeve. I don't wear my hobbies on my sleeve. Girl, your ringtone is the Pokemon theme. Oh dang, she's got us there. That's not proof. And your phone case is from the Magic Girl show Carb Captor Snackera. Carb Captor Snackera. That's the best thing we're gonna hear in this whole visual novel. I guarantee it. Not that everything else isn't good, but that's the best line right there. Also, anytime you think you're alone, you post like Ultra Guy and try to do his beam attack. I'm going to die. I've been exposed in every possible way. She knows everything. How? How does she know me so well? Also, there's more. I saw you browsing fan art of Knight, Maiden, and Princess on your phone in class. There's actually why I cornered you in the first place, since I saw you at the bookstore, you were here for the same... Since when I saw you at the bookstore, you were here for the same reason I was. She's smiling. It's scary. It's like she's peeling away my skin and about to reach out and give my heart a squeeze. Although it's just my imagination. Is her smile a bit forced? I don't know smiles very well, except my own. And I have a mirror in my home if you can't believe it. So, want to read it together? I don't even know what to think. My arm is still throbbing from where I bumped it earlier. It's reminding me of school. I feel like I'm being watched while I'm at school. Am I being watched here? Can I be serious for a second? This is far too good to be true. I'm being set up. I have to be sure. Shoot. Look, I know I'm a loser, but if this is a prank, and if you're about to pull a rug from under me... Look, I'm not trying to. It's gonna hurt me. I might break. May. I'm trembling, but I wasn't ready for this conversation. My breathing is ragged, and I look up to her. Do you really think I'd go to all this trouble to hurt you when I already told you I know about your hobbies and could have destroyed you in class for it? I mean, yeah? What if you got off on this whole situation? Neither of us talk, then Ember lets out a snort and starts laughing. I feel the tension in my body fade. I know that sort of laugh. Get off. Who do you think? I'm some sort of pervert? What, you think I'm a dominatrix? Come on, May. I mean, you've totally got that vibe. You'd probably look great in a catsuit with a whip. Oh ho ho, I'm a mistress, Ember. Well, you there, slave. Help me unwedgie my leotard. If you refuse, I'll consensually tie you up and tease you with this feather duster because that's all the police will let me do. Ah, dominatrix, municipal government, authorized edition. Well, we're laughing hysterically. A few bystanders give us weird looks, but somehow, I don't care. It's like a barrier's been broken down between us. I can't believe this day is real. Anyways, we're burning daylight. Let's get back to the park and read. She's got my hand again. I'm pulled along several streets in a blur, but I don't feel terribly bothered. It's different being pulled around by someone you're able to trust. I mean, I know I not only decided that 5 seconds ago, but it was a euphoric moment, okay? Nice, no kids. I look around the empty clearing. There's a tree and a bench to sit on. Ember drags me over and sits us down together. I'm getting used to her taking the lead. Yeah, you heard me. Okay, let's start reading. Okay. And we did. The first chapter opened just as I thought it would. Angelica and Violet had been separated from Scarbelt's pirates and lost at sea. They'd survived by making it to a desert island together. The pair of them tried to walk, but they were so awkward. Every time Violet wanted to be sincere, Angelica hid her feelings in snark and sarcasm. It made Violet clam up. They worked in silence, tending to each other's wounds, trying to find the right words. They were enemies, from different worlds, but they had to try. I wanted them to voice their true feelings. Surely they'd find a way to be together. I hate to tell you, May, but that's how I feel about you and Ember. Like, you should just tell her how you feel. And that's what I want to say in a lot of these Yuri games. Just say how you feel. It'd be so much better. But then again, that would be like taking out half the game. Surely. It's been a few hours, the sun's starting to dip, and we were just sitting there, having finished reading. Neither of us had spoken. You know, I'm sorry. This is just a scheme of mine to hang out with you. Do something fun. I wanted to make up for you having such a bad time in class. It's not that bad. It is, though. Maybe more than you know. I know you were nice to me today. I'm happy. Thank you. This is the first time I've had fun outside the house, ever. I wonder what Ember got from the story we just read. The hidden feelings, the anguish in the text about two people so clearly in love. Maybe she'll understand. Even if she turns me down, she'll understand. It's strange before now. I probably would have died if I'd asked what I'm about to ask, but now I'm calm. It's like I have to know. Do you want to be my girlfriend? What? Ember jumps off her seat in surprise. I can't help but smile. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing her flustered is almost going to make the rejection worth it. You know who I am, right? what I do to you at school? Yeah, the book inspired me to be bold. It's okay, you can say no, I get it. Yeah, I said I'm gonna be crying in a pillow tonight, but like the one guy said, better to have loved and, well, we can try it. Really? You mean it? I mean, I'm still the one who's been bullying you. I reach out and take her hand. She pulls back gently, but I hold firm. Her eyes linger on my sore arm. I wonder why she's fixating on that. Maybe she's too shy to look me in the eye. It never bothered me. In fact, I liked the attention. It felt like you cared about me. Ah, jeez. Amber blushes. It feels like something wonderful is happening. Not going to make any promises yet. Also, this relationship's got to be a secret at school, okay? For your sake. But are we dating now? Yeah, I'll keep you safe until graduation. I'll protect you. Thank you. I love you. Well, that ended up going really smoothly. Ember doesn't reply, but she doesn't need to. It's just like a story. The ending isn't written yet. We hold hands in the sun and the breeze. Soon it'll be back to school. I'll have to face those dark corridors again. The faces people don't think I'll notice. I'll have to be quiet and careful once more. But now I have Ember. Now I have a flicker of hope. February the 5th. The start of it all. It was the first time I noticed her. I've always been bored of school. Just a bunch of fake people trying to hurt the legit ones. To make them lie and hide their true feelings. I can say that because I'm a fake person. Single parent, works too hard, remarried, worries too much, get good grades, be social. Listen to the teacher as they say nothing worth remembering. Smile, don't be weird. The sharks hate it when you're weird. The other girls call her the chatter freak. Everyone in our year group has something to say about her, none of it nice. She mutters to herself constantly in class, during recess, in the hallways. It's like she's not even aware of it. If you talk to her, she looks at you as if in shock. If you stepped on her toes, she's always off with the fairies. Her hair is always messy, and she keeps looking at her things on her phone and muttering to herself. She doesn't listen. She isn't like us. She isn't normal. That's how they justify treating her like they do, the girls in class, I mean. At first, it was just giving her the cold shoulder to see if she'd notice, then things started to get worse. What if we took her pencil case? I bet she'd freak out if her umbrella was missing. Back at my old school, we used a thumbtack. It was just talk at first. Then by the 12th of February, they decided to do something serious. I was in the classroom as they panned it out. However, they were going to ask her if she could help them carry a bucket of water for the teacher, then accidentally tip it on her. It was at that point I had to do something. I'll save you the details, but I broke a finger and chipped a tooth that day behind the school. Worth it, though. As a result, I became May's bully, her only bully. It was honestly pretty simple. The other girls were stupid, and all they needed to be satisfied was evidence that May was being bullied. I did that by sitting on her desk during recess, eating her food, making her go buy me drinks from the vending machine. Whenever someone asked, I lied that I was roughing May up after hours. It worked. They laughed at me, but since they knew I was keeping her in check, they had no reason to go any further. She was free in a manner of speaking. She was free in a manner of speaking. Then when I realized I had a girl entirely to myself, she was my plaything. Nobody would intervene. May was so compliant, I felt like I could tell her anything and she'd probably do it. If I wanted to, I probably could have destroyed her life at any moment. Instead, I learned about her, what her interests were, and what she liked to eat. I observed through cold eyes, watching her from behind as she browsed on her phone, seeing all the sites she visited. I couldn't help myself. All I needed to do was see her log into her account from behind her shoulder. She's having trouble typing on her phone, so I had plenty of time to see it. Despite her quiet nature in school, her likes and follows painted a picture of everything she cared about. March the 15th. I finished reading Knight, Maiden, and Princess. I learned about it being May's favorite series from her social media posts. It wasn't terribly popular outside of a niche audience. It had some drama lately due to a fake live-action show being leaked that was just a fan project. But the books were interesting, I had to admit. May had posted about getting back into the series repeatedly. She was desperate for her favorite ship to be canonized, even though the author had a history of not following through. I watched her mute negative accounts saying as such. She mutes rather than blocks, unless they're outright offensive. I already knew which bookstore she frequented. She wasn't brave enough to pre-order volumes, so I had to order the latest Night Maiden book myself to force them to have inventory for her. She was going to go via the underpass on 3rd Street because she posted photos from that route regularly. Her favorite color is yellow. Her mother works at the hospital. She wants to work in a library. She always keeps a bottle of water in her bag, but constantly forgets that she has it. May is homosexual. She has a crush on me. You may think this is all very creepy, you'd be right, but I wasn't under any illusions about my lack of ethical right to be a part of May's life. I resolved to stay out of her world to see if she could have a relatively uneventful school life. Then March the 27th happened. All it took was one bored classmate to deliberately stick her leg out. May's not-so-innocent accident broke my false sense of security. She was still a target. Her arm in a sling for a week was proof of that. I'd done nothing but made myself feel better by using her, not to mention I was deep neck and stalking her. I was just using her protection as an excuse to make her life mine. I've always been an awful person. I always thought that being aware of that meant I'd naturally make better decisions. So I thought to myself, how can I make May happier? How can I make things better for her? Knight Maiden and Princess appeared before my eyes. Yes, May, I want to read the book for clout. You and I can share a secret. We can have a secret friendship in class, where you get favors from me in exchange for you teaching me about your favorite series. It's just like all those romantic comedy manga you like. I know you're gay too. You said on your social media accounts. I know you have a crush on me. I'll let you hang out with me all you want. I'll be your protector, your guardian, your confidant, everything you want. That's all I can do. Lean into my advantage over you. I can read your face now. I've been looking into your eyes for too long. This is the best use of my true miserable self. I'll let you go when we graduate and you can find someone better. Is this really what I want? April 6th. I escorted her to this bench. We read the book together. The writer chickened out and refused to make Violet and Angelica a couple again. Another disappointing installment. I tell her I'm sorry. I tell her this whole thing was just me wanting to hang out with her. She doesn't understand what I meant. How could she? She doesn't know the depths I've gone to. May looks at me in the eye and I'm surprised. The usual haze around her is gone. She asks me out. I want to cry. It hurts. It hurts in a way I've never felt before. I was aware of my crimes, of my using her until now. But the gravity of it, the pain of it, the realization that I dug a hole so deep into my heart, yet she's actually in love with me, it burns like a lit match on bare skin. And the worst part is, I'm in love with her too. I have just been from the start. I didn't intervene out of altruism. I just wanted her to smile at me. I wanted to know every inch of her life and have her devoted to me and love me. And now she does it and makes me sick inside. She tells me she loves me. Her smile is infectious. All of the kindest and purest things pour out of her. Despite myself, I feel her warmth. Part of me feels happy to be loved and declares proudly they'll make things right. They'll make up for what I've done. But another part of me whispers I'm going to crawl into this way out and forget my crimes, forget my true nature. But can I really trust myself not to twist her around my finger even further? May takes my hand. I take my fear and guilt and hopes and dreams and love and hate and swallow them all down into the pit of my stomach. If nothing else, I will play the role as I've always done. I'll protect May from the bullies at school. I'll give her the support she needs. And then maybe once this hellish school life is over, I can tell her. Maybe she'll forgive me. But in the end, I do love her, and whatever may be, will be. The end. Alright. That went a lot different than I thought it was going to. It was a very interesting story. I think what really caught me off guard was having the bully actually like secretly be in love with her too. I think that was the biggest plot twist I didn't really see coming and made it a little bit different than what I'm used to. It's not like she just fell in love with her, it's like she was in love with her the entire time and was essentially protecting her. I don't think that makes up for everything that she did though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and I think she realizes that she was like pretty much doing the wrong thing the whole time. I wish she would have maybe done something about that sooner instead of just playing along with it for that long period of time and then eventually leading to that ending. She could have realized, oh, this is wrong. I should just go up and say something about it and try to correct myself. But, maybe that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But this was kind of a unique game. It was funny. It had some good moments. I mean, I would give it probably like a 4 out of 5. I don't know what you guys think, but I would give it a 4 out of 5. I'm a pretty nice person unless there's something like blatantly wrong with a game. I try to rate it pretty good. But anyways, guys, that was my crush, my bully. You can go ahead and leave them a nice review on their page on itch.io if you liked it. I hadn't really seen many people like covering this, or maybe there was. I'm kind of posting this a little bit late after this game is released, but that's just when I'm getting around to it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.